Lee's Boxing Truth. So we have Devin Haney versus Kambosos in Australia for Undisputed Champion. Happening this Saturday, June 4th. And so far, there's been plenty of talk about it because this whole 135 division has been getting pretty much pumped up. You had Rolly and Tank fighting, which was a good fight, with Rolly getting knocked out 6th round TKO. But now you got Devin Haney, who I consider a master boxer, probably one of the best boxers at 135. Even though people question his chin or his toughness, I feel that Devin Haney is coming to fight. Well, we know he's coming to fight, but I feel like he's prepared for this fight. He's been wanting this fight for a while. He's been wanting to fight the best. People been ducking or dodging, or we would say not trying to fight him, whether it be Lomo or whether it be Tio. But he's getting his shot at Undisputed. And I understand that his dad is not going to be able to make it to Australia because of the past felony that he had in '92. But you also have to realize that, you know, it's Devin who's going to have to make the adjustments and show that he can do this without his dad or, you know, and with his dad. But his dad is not going to be there. So whatever they went over, whatever they studied to the build up of this fight, then that needs to be implemented in the ring. Because at the end of the day, he's going to get a chance to make history and become the first undisputed at 135. And if not, it'd be Kambosos being the first undisputed, I believe, probably in Australia history. So that would be a big thing too. But of course, I'm Team USA, so I'm definitely going for Devin Haney for the win. And I believe if Devin Haney shows discipline and just boxes Kambosos, I believe that he can actually drop Kambosos or even hurt him. For the simple fact, I see Kambosos as a person who likes to come in and be aggressive. But I feel Devin Haney, in every fight that I've seen him in, he's always been patient with every fight and being able to pick apart every fighter that he's fought against. And every fight that he's had, he's been able to win largely far as points and stuff. So him being outboxed, I don't see that happening. Him being caught with something, yes, that definitely can happen. And if that happens, he needs to have a plan. He needs to have a plan. Because the difference between George Kambosos and Linares is George Kambosos is a lot younger. And that energy is there. So Devin has to put on a master class of boxing, which consists of defense. So he must use his defense too and must figure out the weaknesses that Kambosos has. And I know he will find out the weaknesses he has because Devin Haney tends to do that a lot. He'll find out your weakness and he'll start exposing your weakness. And then once that's over, it's just pretty much, you know, he's destroying you with his boxing. So I disagree with Paulie Malignaggi was saying that Kambosos is already undisputed, because at the end of the day, you have to go to the sanctioning bodies, and the sanctioning bodies do not say that Kambosos is undisputed. That's why they're having this fight. So you can't just go and make something up and tell somebody that they're undisputed when they're not undisputed. So other than that, I don't have no problems with him, you know, whatever he says, but this one thing I do have a problem with, because sanctioning body says that Kambosos is not undisputed. So I feel like after this fight, especially if Devin Haney wins, he will more than likely have to fight Kambosos again. I don't know if he'll be able to have Gervonta Davis step in and he'll be able to fight Gervonta Davis instead, because at the end of the day, he's got a contract with Top Rank. And so they got to make sure that they get their money. But also, I don't think Bob can, get in the middle of a mandatory that he must fight. So I don't know how the politics of that works, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out if Devin Haney if Devin Haney is going to win this fight. We'll find out. But I'm glad that all this stuff is going to be put to rest on Saturday in Australia. And I'll say this one thing, that if Devin Haney gets cheated out of this fight, I believe it'll be hard to get any other American to go back to Australia and fight, because they feel like there's no way they can win unless you knock out a person. So I'm just hoping that the judges do what they're supposed to do, the fighters do what they're supposed to do, make this an interesting fight. It doesn't have to be a rock'em sock'em, because I never look at Devin Haney like that. He doesn't have that type of knockout rate. Same thing with Kambosos. He doesn't have that knockout rate. His knockout rate percentage is 50%. Devin Haney's, I believe, is 55%. So with that being said, I look forward to watching this fight and watching the best, some of the best, two of the best at 135. I'll say the top five. Two of the top five fight each other at 135. And for all the people still hating on Devin Haney, he's doing what we ask a lot of fighters to do. Fight the best. And right now, to me, the best right now at 135 is the one that has 3 belts, which is George Kambosos in Australia. And he's going to the United States and going, hopefully, and grabbing those belts and bringing them back to the United States where they belong. Team USA, Devin Haney, Lee's Boxing Truth. Like, comment, and subscribe.